Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are at. We're going to get started in just a couple of minutes at the top of the hour. Thanks for joining us today. We're excited to talk to you about our expansion of our omnichannel strategy.
Feel like we need some warm-up music or something, like get the juices flowing here.
Definitely. Got to bring our vibe.
We do. Maylee, you're on DJ status. Next webinar.
Oh dear. All right, at least I have time to prepare.
I'll just be playing James Taylor or something like that. So you're far cooler than I am.
Oh, I don't think so, but thank you for thinking that of me, Adam.
We've still got a few people hopping on, so we'll give it 1 or 2 more minutes before we get started. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. Thank you for joining us today for some expansion of our omni-channel strategy. We're going to go over a few different things. I am Melissa Sheehan. I am our Chief Revenue Officer, and I am so excited to introduce you to my colleague and longtime friend, Adam Lee. He's our Chief Business Development Officer. Adam, why don't you take it away? Tell us about yourself.
Well, great to be here today, Melissa. So excited to join the party. My name's Adam, and I'm the Chief Business Development Officer for AdCellerant. Been with the company for about 6.5 years. Been in digital advertising for 13, 14 years. Feels like decades at this point, but really excited to talk about our expansion of our omni-channel portfolio today. And alongside us is Maylee, relatively newer to the team, but really excited to have her join the fun as well. Maylee, if you don't mind introducing yourself, that'd be great.
Sure, thanks, Adam. I'm Maylee Creasy. I'm VP of Market Development, and I've only been with AdCellerant for a little less than 6 months, but I have been in the industry for actual decades. I started my career in publishing and then made the switch to digital advertising, specifically programmatic media. So I've worked for a couple of different DSPs, including Rocket Fuel, until I finally made my way to AdCellerant. And I'm really excited to be here and really excited that you all are here to join us today.
Thanks, Maylee. Thanks, Adam. And for those of you that don't know me, I'm Melissa. Again, I'm our Chief Revenue Officer. I have the pleasure of working with these great folks and working with our partners day in and day out. So let's get started with our agenda. We're really going to talk about some new products today, new technology and services, all with the goal of growing together. This is the time of year where we need to step up our game and get in front of those advertisers to really set up the back half of the year for success. So I'm going to kick it over to Adam and we'll get started.
I'm so excited to talk about, these 3 different topics today, Mel, because omni-channel advertising and omni-channel marketing is so important to our partners and to the end advertisers, because we know that the more holistic the strategy, the better the results are going to be. And that's really what we're here to talk about today is enabling you to be able to go out and get those results for your end advertisers. So if you're not familiar with AdCellerant, I'm sure you are if you're on this webinar, but if not, we are a white label digital solutions provider that has created a best-in-class ad tech stack to service the digital sales process from end to end. And so that is certainly a mouthful, but we will get into really what that means and why that's important to you. And it really starts with the tech stack that we've built, and it is the backbone of our company, as well as our customer service. So you hear a lot about AI these days. We leverage AI quite a bit, but it's really that human force that brings that all together. So we are based here in Denver, Colorado. We have a ton of accreditations, a ton of awards we're very proud of. We've been on the Inc. 5000 list 6 consecutive times, which shows that we just continue to add value to companies all across North America. But one of the things we're most proud of is being a B Corp certified company, as well as Denver Business Journal Best Place to Work, because we know that if we treat our team properly, they're going to service our partners properly, and everybody's going to be happy. And those partners just continue to grow. So we have over 500 local media partners and ad agencies that leverage AdCellerant all across North America, providing us just an immense amount of data that help our campaigns perform better for you. So what does that actually look like? Well, we're here to talk about Omnichannel, and Omnichannel we have. So, our partners can leverage a number of different tactical products through UI.marketing, our tech stack, and that is everything from programmatic display to streaming TV, which we're going to get into here today, getting into some really cool and creepy device ID, micro proximity, geofencing type of solutions. Email marketing, anything that's social. We know how important those social channels are, to audio, SEM, and as well as SEO. And then we're actually going to spend some time on managed ad operations today. But I think the one thing to take away here is, we are a one-stop shop for digital advertising. But we don't just give you the tools to do it on your own. We want to provide 3 different legs to the stool. So yes, you can access all of these products, but we're going to help you do it through sales enablement. So if you need help selling something to your end advertiser, our team is here to help your business grow, to help prepare decks, close deals, traffic those deals. Our team, they are the best ad ops team in the industry. That's not just coming from me, but multiple awards to back that up. That's where that execution really comes in. If you're going to trust us with your budgets on behalf of your advertisers, we need to make sure that we deliver, and then we need to show you and visualize how we deliver, which is, in my opinion, the best reporting dashboard I've ever seen in the industry. So lots going on here at AdCellerant, but at the end of the day, we can help you grow your business day in and day out.
Thanks, Adam. So let's get started talking about some of our new products. And this product is at the top of the funnel, really driving that brand awareness. And it's one of our fastest growing platforms and products right now. We have recently launched a premium streaming TV channel. And so let's talk about what that means. Really, what we're talking about is non-fast channels, meaning that your ads go to premium channels that people are paying to watch. A few years ago, the industry was really focused on large screen versus small screen. And we had some products to really complement that experience. But now, a lot of people back on the go after COVID, it really doesn't matter what device they're watching on. They are looking for that more premium content. And this gives you the ability to offer your advertisers that more premium experience alongside those channels that everyone knows and loves. We do this through our platform, but also layer on all of the targeting options that you know and love. And this is where you can get really hyper focused for your advertisers to reach those car shoppers or to find those C-level executives. And that's really what programmatic advertising in general is about. It's following the right person and meeting them with that ad at the right time. And streaming TV is a great way for your advertiser to do this. It's a large medium. It has great completion rates. 95% completion rates are the average with this new product. And it's getting in front of the right person at the right time with that message. So let's talk a little bit about those non-fast channels. This just expands what that means. Those premium channels that people are paying to watch. So you can see a list there, as opposed to some of those fast channels like Crackle and Roku and Pluto. Those are still great options for frequency and reach, and we do have those still available. So if you're really looking as an advertiser to saturate the market, I would recommend that you look toward our Streaming Plus option versus the Streaming Premium option that helps you reach all of those people on both fast and non-fast. And then
Melissa,
lastly, go ahead.
just real quick question, if you don't mind going back. I mean, I think I wanted to, point out and then also ask a question, which is, this is a big year for eyes being connected to screens. As a sports lover myself, I know we got the Olympics coming up here in July. That's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a ton of eyeballs looking for, any sort of related content to that. And then I believe this is an election year as well. Lord help us all. But that does mean that there's going to be extra eyeballs pretty much on any sort of news channel, content channel. And then, you can pay attention right now to, we're here in Denver, sports as well. We have the Nuggets and the Avs in the playoffs, and I know that's the same for many cities around the United States. And that's just something else that we could take advantage of without having to get into some super expensive, cost prohibitive linear TV buy. That's just, it just doesn't work for a lot of our advertisers. So just wanted to point that out because I think it's really exciting that we can get in front of these audiences at really an exciting time of 2024.
You're absolutely right. It's an exciting time to get into streaming TV for really any business. And you mentioned the political landscape coming up. For a lot of broadcast companies, we know that political is going to preempt maybe some of your long-standing advertisers. Streaming is a great way for you to get them that frequency and reach that they still need, even during that political season. We've actually had a couple of our partners take advantage of that. They just keep track of exactly, the spots that got bumped, what that ad spend was, and move it over into streaming to make sure that they keep up those eyeballs during that political season. So great point on that. And I know we're all really looking forward to those political ads.
Can't wait. They're the
Can't
best.
wait. So some of the benefits, we just mentioned some of the benefits is it's always on. So if you are getting preempted for political, make sure that streaming is a part of your toolkit, and the ability to audience target. So that's something that's really great to hone in on that audience, as well as brand credibility and the reporting that you get. That brand credibility is great. You're on that large screen next to those premium channels, and then you have some robust reporting. Don't forget that we also have a product in our streaming toolkit that includes foot traffic attribution. So for those hyper local businesses, that's a great way to show people who have seen their ad and then come to their business. So if you have any questions after we leave the webinar about streaming, please reach out to your account manager or to somebody here on the AdCellerant team so that we can help you get set up.
Melissa, we actually have a question. So I love that. Let's make this a little conversational. So Mel, Maley, and I are just TED talking you here for the next 20 minutes or so. So we do have a question, which is regarding political and Olympics, will my advertisers be bumped on streaming? Do you have the answer to that, Melissa?
No, if you are purchasing impressions on streaming, we have thousands of different ways to show those ads to the right audience at the right time. So that's a great question.
So you will not get bumped. It's a great question and a great solution for your advertisers who are worried about that. Cool. Well, thanks for going through that. I'm so excited about our premium streaming TV. We have tons of advertisers taking advantage of it already, and our partners are seeing the value in their growing revenue and their growing retention. But in order to put that proposal out there, we need to make sure that we're being as strategic as possible. I think gone are the days of the, hey, package A, B, or C, and everybody gets the same package A, B, or C. We need to be far more custom when we're out in the marketplace and providing or rather architecting a solution for our advertisers. And this is something that we're really excited about here at AdCellerant, and our partners have been asking for a really long time, which is PowerPoint proposal output. So let's dig into this here for a second. So when we go to meet with an advertiser, and we'll be alongside a partner, or they may manage this on their own, it's so important that we have the most specific and dialed in proposal to provide that specific meeting and or advertiser. So usually when we're trying to grow our revenue, we are dependent on our people, our boots on the ground, being in market and having the tools that they need to get the sale across the finish line, so then we can do an amazing job on that fulfillment and execution side of things. So, up to this point, AdCellerant's proposal tool has been kind of the industry standard, if you will. It pulls in the most robust data. It allows you to build the most custom proposals through all the different products that we showed you earlier in this presentation, and really provide something that is ultra custom, for each individual meeting and opportunity that you have. Now we're going to take that to the next step. And so now, instead of having just a PDF that comes as the output from our proposal tool, we are going to now be able to have that also be a PowerPoint. And that PowerPoint can be customized in any way that you want. So the slides, and you'll see a little bit of a GIF here, the slides are extremely beautiful. We went through tons of rounds of design here. It provides you with really a template that is already 80% there. And then what you can do is you can customize it to anything else that you may want to include. So for instance, your O&O products, we understand how important those are, how profitable that is for your business, and how well they work alongside audience extension. Well, now you can easily layer that in with your own slides into a PowerPoint, into one cohesive presentation. This also allows you to have that omni-channel media plan that's not just AdCellerant products on one presentation and then another presentation for anything else that you may be offering, but you can combine those into one nice omni-channel strategy. And then with using our proposal tool, it really makes it easy to go through that process, choose the products that you want, the budget allocations, the date ranges, and really gives your team that sales enablement boost that everybody's looking for. So we did just officially launch this week. If you have not utilized this within UI.marketing, I urge you to check it out. Go in there today. Then if you have any questions, talk to your account manager, your team. They'll help walk you through what that looks like. We have some amazing trainings in the AdCellerant Academy. And really, it's just another great tool to help you go out and grow your revenue. Did I miss anything, Melissa or Maylee?
Nope, but there's a question in the box. Can we still submit our proposal as an order and have it go straight to the AdCellerant team?
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes. So, yes, you can still select, you can build that proposal, take it out to your customer, go over the features and benefits and why they should buy from you. And then you can come back and just hit submit, and the details will be flighted for you. So eliminating that duplicate entry, making sure that you have what you need in order to present in the manner that you are accustomed to, and bringing that lovely PowerPoint out.
Trying to make it as easy as possible from start to finish.
All
Love
right.
it. Cool. So Maylee, I'm going to kick this to you because we're jazzed about Managed Ad Ops and some of the work that we're doing with our partners already. And you know this more than Melissa and I combined, probably.
Sure. Speaking of easy, we're going to talk about Managed Ad Ops today. And I think, if you guys tuned into I think it was our last webinar, we talked about how, we welcomed our sister company, Blue Orchid, into the AdCellerant fold earlier this year. And what that really means for our partners is that we're able to offer managed ad operations services to you all. So let's get into it. All right, so you might be asking, and it's totally fine if you are asking this, what is managed ad operations? It is the management and optimization of a publisher's ad inventory. Very simple, but really the name of the game here is reducing costs, increasing revenue, and really, at the end of the day, increasing customer retention and renewals. That's what we really care about. So through managed ad operations, our partners typically see an average 40% increase of performance in their direct sold campaigns, and then a 70% increase in fulfillment, which is great. And then also we do see a 33% higher CTR than industry standard. And I think it's worth noting that we have a 12-hour turnaround time. So it makes it really, really easy and stress-free for you guys. When your sales reps or you are entering in an order into UI.marketing, you can rest assured that within 12 hours, it will be trafficked and live. And in terms of our expertise, we have over 20 years of experience, and that is not an aggregate across the team. That is actual like individual experience in ad ops. So you have a team of experts working on your campaigns. And also worth mentioning is everything that we do in managed ad ops with your direct sold campaigns can be accessed and ordered in UI.marketing. So it's basically one login for everything that you're doing with AdCellerant. And we can go on to the next one. Okay, so this slide has a lot of stuff on it, but I want to just make the point clear that we do all the heavy lifting for you. So the point is that we are kind of the easy button when it comes to ad operations. So, the only thing that you have to worry about is this little blue thing at the top here that's about to animate. Maybe, there we go. And that is the sales reps go in and submit the order, wait up to 12 hours, and the campaign is trafficked. And we literally take care of everything else. So, we obviously take care of the pre-optimizations and all that kind of stuff. And making sure that we have all the assets that we need and all the information to set your campaigns live. And then as the campaign is going along, our team goes in and makes sure that we're looking at it at least once a week. So that it's going to, deliver in full, it's pacing correctly, the performance is where we want it to be. So we're not just a set it and forget it team. We are definitely here to make sure that everything that you promise your advertisers is going to happen. And then, of course, we offer, end of campaign reporting as with everything else. And just want to point out too that, if you need help with these conversations with your advertisers, if you want us to kind of be a white label team member for these end of campaign reporting calls, we're happy to do that. We're happy to join renewal calls, anything that you need. And then lastly, we do industry benchmarking. So we are, experts at ad ops. And so we are looking at trends, we're looking at best practices, and we want to pass those along to you. And if there's one last animation, Melissa, sorry, it's a complicated slide, I'm telling you. There we go. Industry benchmarking and learning, everything that we're kind of seeing that works, maybe some things like best practices, we want to pass those along to you so that you guys can capitalize on that and drive revenue in the future and future campaigns. So what's next? As a next step, if you're a publisher or a media company and you're interested in this, we would be happy to do a complimentary audit for you. All you have to do is just get in touch with me or anybody on this webinar, or your account manager, anyone that you work with currently. And then if you don't work with us, just reach out. We're happy to take a look at your website and see what's going on, and look at your ad serving and just kind of see how many campaigns you're running and see if there are any efficiencies that we can help out with.
Well, I know, Maylee, that this is taken off since it's joined officially under the AdCellerant umbrella, even quicker than probably we had anticipated, which is exciting. But really want to stress that this seems to be a need or a pain point for a lot of our partners, and we're here to help. We do have a couple questions that came in, Maylee, so I'm sure you're ready for these. But the first one is, if we already have an internal ad ops team, can you still work with us, or is it an all or nothing?
Oh, absolutely. We are here for whenever you need us. I mean, if there's an under-resourcing scenario, or if your ad ops team, needs to focus on something else that's more strategic and you just need someone to kind of keep the lights on and make sure everything's performing, you can absolutely work with us in that capacity. It is not all or nothing.
Awesome. Love that. And then the next question here is a little more technical, and it could be worth a separate follow-up call for whomever the anonymous attendee that asked this question. But how do you separate and suppress bot traffic and mechanical maids? The Meta platform is riddled with it right now, and it's crushing campaigns for businesses around the country. So before you kind of answer, Maylee, on on the managed ad op side. I will say that on the paid social side, as a company, we have a number of different mechanisms in place to suppress that bot traffic coming from Meta specifically. We utilize a ton of different third party tools that allow us to make sure that we are only serving human traffic. And that's, one of the reasons why our paid social campaigns perform so well, because we are able to filter out about 99% of that bot traffic. Of course, there's going to be, some new technology that comes in and fools everything, but it's such a low amount of what we do on the paid social side. But, that's going to be more on the paid social side as opposed to manage ad ops. But, Meili, any thoughts or ideas around, how we're suppressing bot traffic?
That is a very technical question, and I think I would have to rely on the team for that, but I'm happy to set up a separate conversation. If this is a concern or you just want to have a conversation, about that, we can definitely do that. And I also forgot to point out that we are going to have 4 partners. We have a special training on the full managed ad op solutions suite on May 9th. So mark your calendars if you are a partner, because we're going to talk about managed ad ops, yield optimization, and ad serving. And that's also a good question for that training. And if you're not a partner, still reach out to me and we can definitely have a conversation about it.
That's great. Oh, we keep getting more questions, which is excellent. Do you have a plan for when cookies leave Chrome for targeting other than keyword targeting and retargeting? This is a great, could have paid you to ask this question. And before I hand it to Meili, I'm not sure, just want to make sure everybody saw that yesterday, again, Google announced that they're delaying the deprecation of third-party cookies into an unannounced date in 2025. So I think we've gone from 2020 to 2022 to 2023 to 2024. Now we are off to 2025. However, we are absolutely prepared. Meili, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, this is something we've been talking about a lot, especially since, Blue Orchid came over, and we are very passionate about, providing our partners with a solid first party data strategy as we move into the potentially impending cookieless future. So we have talked about this so much. And so we use GAM 360 and we're big advocates of that, which is Google Ad Manager 360. And we also have been looking into the first party user IDs, such as UID 2.0 from the Trade Desk, PPID from GAM 360, and then also RAMP ID, and putting some strategies together for that in terms of audience segmentation of your site. We have at this point, it's theoretical, but we have a lot of smart people in this company that have been doing this for a long time. And so we do have some pretty cool strategies and ideas that I would love to, talk more about to anybody who is interested. I don't want to make this all about that because we'll be here forever. But yeah, let's just reach out and let's have a conversation about it.
Awesome. Whoever asked that question, I owe you $20. And thank you for teeing that up. But please do reach out to Meili, because this is a topic, and admittedly, I'm sure you'd agree, Meili, it can get really technical really quick. And you want to have the right people in the room. And we have an entire team here on the Blue Orchid, formerly Blue Orchid side of the house that can really get as deep into the weeds as you would want. And you can feel free to bring anybody on your team as well who may have really technical questions. And, we can allow that kind of opportunity for everybody to be in the same room and geek out a little bit. So please reach out to Meili. Melissa, looks like you got another question in there. You want to take that one?
Yeah, you bet. And I'll advance the slide so you can look at a different color. One of the things that the question addresses is back to streaming TV premium. Can you target one specific channel like Hulu? So with that particular product, the answer is no. We have other ways to do that. If you have an AdCellerant Select level advertiser, you can have a direct deal. But with our main product of streaming TV premium, really the programmatic marketplace and the beauty of that marketplace is that you are targeting a user versus a channel. So identifying your advertiser's ideal customer is that first step. And then we are going to follow that ideal customer regardless of where they are on those different channels. We have this set of premium channels in order to have that specific type of experience. But like I said earlier, we also have that frequency and reach where you can get people who are, across paid channels and non-paid channels like Pluto and Crackle. So make sure that you're leveraging that CNA with your advertiser and asking who do they want to get in front of. And that's really the beauty of being able to use that programmatic marketplace, whether it's streaming TV or in display ads or pre-roll. So one more question just came in. We mentioned FTA report for streaming TV. That's a foot traffic attribution report. Angela, that is relatively new. And so if you need some more information, I'll follow up with you afterwards. But yes, we have launched, and this was in the last few months, what we are calling addressable streaming TV, which allows us to, target different groups and then produce that foot traffic attribution report at the end of the campaign. Great question.
Also a very popular product.
Very popular. So I don't see any more questions, but one of the big things that we wanted to really drive home is we are here for you. We are here to help you with training, whether it be on streaming premium or our new proposal tool. What we know about all of the data that we gather here at AdCellerant is that proposals equal revenue. So making sure that you are talking with your sellers about turning in those proposals and getting out there in front of their advertisers today will really help you through the rest of the year. We are also available not just to help train your team, but to go on four-legged calls, whether those be virtual or visiting you in your market. Leverage our team in order to help you sell more of those full funnel omni-channel campaigns. We'll pause here to see if there's any more questions. We really appreciate you guys attending today. All of our contact information is here up on the screen. If you have any questions, please reach out to us directly, or we'll stick around for a few more minutes to answer any questions that are put in the Q&A.
Cool. This was great. Thanks, team. If there are any other questions, please feel free to pop them in. Managed ad ops, yield management, reach out to Maylee. She's going to get you in the right place and can loop in the technical folks on that side. It looks like we maybe have, will the recording be emailed to me? Yes, the recording will be emailed after the fact. We will send out to everybody that RSVP'd this information. Awesome. Melissa, Maylee, anything else?
One last question: will the PowerPoint proposal tool webinar be available as a webinar? That is already live in the AdCellerant Academy. So if you did not attend that webinar on Tuesday, you can check out the AdCellerant Academy if you are already an AdCellerant partner. And if not, reach out to me, Adam or Maylee, and we'll get that information to you so you can see that tool.
Sweet.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for attending. Please reach out directly and have an awesome day.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everyone.